Hello and welcome to IffI News. We bring to you all the latest happenings and celebrities visiting the film fest. But first, let's have a look at the day's headlines. First up, we bring to you the top happenings at IffI. Brazilian film director Oscar Maron Filho dies at IffI. Filho suffers heart attack while speaking at the open forum. Australian film director Phil Noyce says Indian market open to global movies. Noyce apologetic on behalf of Australia for atrocities on Indian students. Brazilian and Argentinian filmmakers all set to coordinate with Indians to promote and develop football. Filmmakers to bring foreign footballers to India. Security guard at Inox complex prohibit entry of journalists, video journalists and photographers. IffI director Shankar Mohan intervenes. And now the news in detail. Brazilian film director Oscar Maron Filho died of a heart attack on Sunday. Oscar had come to India and Goa to take part in the ongoing IffI. He was 56. Filho was speaking at the open forum when he suffered a heart attack. He breathed his last at GMC. Filho had addressed a media conference along with Brazilian filmmaker Luis Henrique Severino on Friday.
Brazilian film director Oscar Maron Filho was 56. Filho was speaking at the open forum when he suffered a heart attack. He was rushed to the Goa Medical College and Hospital where he breathed his last. Filho, the director of biggest production house Atlantica Cinematográfica in Brazil, was here with his film Mario Filho, the creator of Crowds, as a part of the soccer package.
A minute silence, please.
As Mr. Manish has already announced, the name of the director was Oscar Marian Filho, and the film that he had come with was Creators of Crowd. He was about 56 years old. He had a screening 2 days ago in the soccer package, and today he was there at the open forum. And if some of you saw him, I was not there, but I think there has been some live footage of him, and he was hilariously laughing, cracking jokes, and there were other members on the dais, and it was a moment that he was really enjoying. And suddenly, people just saw him touching his head, and he fell on the chair.
Touching his head?
On the chair, he just touched his head, and then the next thing that I heard is that he just
I saw the live footage.
Fell, he fell down.
Like that,
yeah, and he was immediately. The doctor, fortunately, was at hand, close by. He was rushed to the doctor in the campus itself, and the doctor tried his best. By the time the ambulance came, he was rushed to the Goa Medical College, and he was taken to the casualty straight away. And they tried their best to revive him.
Wanted to shift him to Apollo.
Yeah, they tried their best to revive him. The meanwhile, ESG had been informed, and the CM's office had been informed, and he was about to be shifted to the Apollo hospital also from the medical college, and they were trying to revive him. But what was told is that he suffered a massive cardiac arrest. As what we have decided amongst ourselves is that we are suspending all festivities for today. The music immediately has stopped in the compound, and at 8 o'clock simultaneously in all the theatres we would make an announcement for 2-minute silence in reverence of him.
The show will continue or it will stop?
No, the show will continue, but at 8 p.m. sharp at all theatres there will be a brief 1-minute or 2-minute silence.
Acclaimed Australian film director Phil Noyce has said that the Indian market has opened up to global movies. Addressing a press conference on Sunday, he apologized on behalf of his nation for the atrocities on Indian students in Australia. He stated that cinema has progressed by leaps and bounds across the world. He says it is really heartening to see its growing reach in a country as diverse as India. Our reporter Lokik Shilkar and video journalist Sunny Narvekar report.
I wish to make a film in India. It's hard enough being an Australian and working in America as well as in Australia to find stories that speak to you. So it's already difficult for me when I'm outside my own country to find the stories that run in my blood. And I think you need to be really passionate to make a movie. So the answer is no. But I look forward to watching Indian films. But so I don't have a story, a particular story set in India that speaks to me. The audiences are so passionate. They're so stimulated by cinema, by ideas, so responsive. So sitting there and watching the films that I've made, I'm seeing them through new eyes, because I'm seeing them through the Indian audience's eyes. Yesterday we were watching Catch a Fire, which examines the complex relationship between a freedom fighter and a terrorist. And of course, I didn't realize until I'm sitting there and I'm feeling the Indian audience that this is something that speaks very, very personally to an Indian audience. And then the discussion afterwards was incredibly stimulating to me as a filmmaker, to see the audience members and their feelings about the film. You know, it's been a real education coming here, in a sense. And I think the gift to all of us that come here is your audiences. That's a gift. We haven't seen such passion, I don't think.
Our Indian kids are there in Australia. Our Indian kids are there. A lot of things are happening with them. No? We are reading so much things in the media. Are you thinking to make any movie about that?
About the difficulties that Indian visitors are having in Australia?
Indian students, yeah, kids, our kids. They are
Well,
facing so many problems.
I apologize for the problems that they're having on behalf of Australians. Sometimes Australians can be extreme. You know, that's all I can say. I'm not thinking of making a movie about it, but I think it's unfortunate that any visitors to any country, you know, should have difficulties. On the other hand, the Indian diaspora in Australia is growing every year, and the majority of Indian people who are living in Australia are living in harmony and studying in harmony. But there are isolated incidences. But I'd love to make a movie about India and Australia and cricket. You know, I think that the world suffers from a lack of cricket movies, really. I mean, I know cricket is hard to quantify, it's hard to define the spinning of the ball, the texture of the wicket, the willow, you know, the atmosphere and the effect that has on the ball, the shine of the ball, all of those things. But there's a movie that needs to be made. There's an Australian-Indian co-production. Dare I say an Australian, Indian and Pakistani co-production even. You know, because we're united in our love of cinema.
Any more questions?
I mean, I'm sorry, we're united in our love of cricket and cinema.
Brazilian and Argentinian filmmakers are all set to coordinate with Indians for promoting and developing football in India. Filmmakers think football can play an important role in developing India and South American relations. Film based on football from Argentina, Brazil and other countries are being screened for general public at IffI. These filmmakers have joined hands with their counterparts from Kerala in developing films on football. They also plan to bring their footballers to India. A report by senior reporter Rakesh Kandolkar with video journalist Sunny Narvikar.
Brazil and Argentina have won football World Cups in the past. Both these countries have a large film industry. Now filmmakers from these countries want to join hands with their Indian counterparts for promoting their films and also football in India. They think Indians can play a very good football and perform better at the World Cup.
Yes, coaches and players, soccer players, come to India to show our football, and we would like to invite some players of India to go to Brazil and to show your football for us. The same thing. I think that we have to learn many things about football with you. A few people, because each country have a way to play soccer, and I think that the way that India's players do is very beautiful, and we want to see too.
Our Indian team has never reached World Cup matches. So, do you think?
Yeah, everything is possible because the Indian have the same jinga, the same way to play like the Brazilian. It's only the matter of start to play football every day with a professional leagues, and then the things will happen. I'm sure about that.
It's time now for a short break, but before that, let's take a look at this story. Security guard at Inox complex prohibited entry to journalists, video journalists and photographers inside the complex on Saturday. IffI Director Shankar Mohan had to intervene and resolve the issue. Our field coordinator Dipti Nagwekar and video journalist Prasad Halmarkar report.
आइनॉक्स की है ना, आइनॉक्स तो फिर वो वहाँ से अंदर से खुलता है, उसको खुला किसको? हाँ, वो उसको जो ये है डोर,
आप वहाँ से अलग करेंगे, वो खोल देगा सर।
कब? इसको बोलो
सर, मीडिया के लिए वहाँ से एंट्री है, आप जो ना उनको बताइए, खुलवा देगा। उधर जो खड़े हैं ना, उनको बताइए।
किसको बोलना है, बोलो तो। आप चलो ना मेरे साथ। मनोज जी, मैं अनिल बोल रहा हूँ, रिपोर्टर। एक बंदा है कि अरुणा नाम से वो है, खड़ा हुआ है, अलाउ नहीं कर रहे पिछले 2 दिन से। सर, हम 2 दिन से इतने परेशान हैं एक ही कारण से। इनका कोई सिक्योरिटी ऑफिसर है, वो इतना बेवकूफ़ आदमी है कि उनको समझते नहीं खुद को। एक तो हम लोगों को यहाँ से कभी कभी अलाउ करते थे, कभी अभी बोल रहे कि यहाँ से आपको अलाउ नहीं करें। अंदर प्रेजेंटेशन चल रहा है, प्रेजेंटेशन कैसे लेंगे? 5 मिनट में हो गए तो ही हम लोग डेली हम लोग यहीं से जाते हैं, और ये अभी बोल रहे कि हमें भी बोलने दो पहले। आप बाद में बोलो, आपको जो कुछ एक्सप्लेनेशन है वो। हाँ बोलो, इनका ले लो पहले, सारे लोग।
सर, जो रेड कार्पेट का टाइमिंग है ना सर, ये लोग मीडिया वहीं से अलाउ करते हैं सर, तो उसके बाद में यहाँ से हम लोग डेलीगेट को ही अलाउ कर रहे हैं सर। रेड कार्पेट का टाइम पर वो खुला रहता है सर, वहीं से वो लोग कवरिंग करते हैं।
रेड कार्पेट के लिए वहीं से कवर होता है
सर।
तो अभी मराठी सिनेमा के लिए क्या है, कोई समस्या है क्या?
अंदर अलाउ नहीं है, प्रेजेंटेशन चल रहा है।
हम यहाँ से नहीं अलाउ कर रहे हैं सर, हम ये कह रहे हैं उस गेट से ही जाइए करके। नंबर 2 गेट खुलता नहीं है।
What is the arrangement for the press and media here? Let them come. है ना? So I think what we can do.
नहीं, बाद में ये देखो जो
have a holding area.
Yeah, so that they don't
inside. Let them have their photo.
so that they don't everybody.
आपको अंदर एंट्री दी जाएगी, आपको जितना सारा फोटोग्राफ लेना अंदर होल्डिंग में ले लीजिए।
कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं, हम लोग कहाँ अंदर जा रहे हैं,
हो गया,
हमें कोई प्रॉब्लम ही नहीं है।
We're heading in for a short break now. Stay tuned.